students, in this video I'm going to talk about an important phenomenon that is called as tautomerism. Now what is tautomerism? It is a type of structural isomerism. A single compound tends to exist in two or more interconvertible structures that are different in the terms of position of hydrogen. This is the basic definition that I am reading out. I will soon explain it with the help of an example. What I am trying to explain here is that the structures that we are talking about here that are called as tautomers, they are formed by the migration of a hydrogen atom from one atom to the other polyvalent atom. Now the main thing that you need to understand here is this particular phenomena applicable to all the kind of organic compounds that we know? No. There are few conditions that we need to see before we start doing the questions for tautomerism. The conditions are, the very first condition is that the compound should have an electronegative atom bonded to a multiple bond. So only the compounds which have an electronegative atom which is having a multiple bond will be able to show tautomerism. Secondly, only the compound which has alpha hydrogen, which are supposed to be acidic, is present. If you do not have an alpha hydrogen present in the compound, you won't be having the tautomerism effect in it. Now let me take an example. Taken the example of this particular compound, this is propanone. Now I have to see the two conditions. The one that it should have an electronegative atom. This compound does have an electronegative atom, that is oxygen. And also it should be bonded with a multiple bond to the other atom. Yes, it has a double bond here, so the first condition is satisfied. Similarly, I have to see that the compound should have alpha hydrogen. So this is the carbon with the electronegative atom. This is the alpha carbon. So the hydrogens attached to the alpha carbon are called as alpha hydrogen. So in this particular compound, I have 3 alpha hydrogens here and 3 alpha hydrogens here. Since both of them are exactly the same, what I am going to now assume is one of the alpha hydrogen will give its hydrogen atom to the electronegative atom, that is oxygen here. So what will happen the moment this one of the hydrogen comes here, attack with the oxygen, this one of the multiple bond of this will go back to the carbon. So now what will happen is I will have a dynamic equilibrium established between the two compounds. Now what has happened here, one of the alpha hydrogen has gone. Where it has gone to get attached with the oxygen. So if this carbon has gone, this particular carbon which has got now one extra bond will be shared with this carbon because it has shared one of the hydrogens. So there would be a double bond here. What has happened? One of the valency of this carbon was lost, so it is being fulfilled by this carbon who has taken the hydrogen from this. So now this will be carbon double bond carbon CH3. What about this is a single bond now because the double bond has already shifted to the other carbon. So now this would have the hydrogen that was shifted. So alpha hydrogen has shifted its place from one of the carbons to the atom which was electronegative. So these two structures, they are called as tautomers. Now it can also occur with the alpha hydrogen that is present here because they both are same. I have done using one of them. Other thing to note here is that this was a particular keto group, right? And here I can say there is a double bond and there is an alcohol. So double bond is represented by an alkene. The word is ene, and here it is an alcohol which is suffixed by ol. So I will write this is enol. A compound which has both double bond and the hydroxyl group attached to the same carbon is called as enol. So we also call this entire isomerism as keto-enol tautomerism or keto-enol isomerism or keto-enol tautomerism. Now let's see one or two more examples to understand the concept better. Now let's say if I have a compound like this, and I want to see if this particular compound will undergo tautomerism. So what is the first condition? I should be having a electronegative atom which is here and it is doubly bonded to the carbon. So the first condition is satisfied. When I talk about the second condition, I should be having alpha hydrogen. On this side, I do not have an alpha carbon. this hydrogen is directly attached to this carbon only, so there is no alpha carbon on this side, but this side I have this alpha carbon and there are 3 alpha hydrogens. Now what will happen again? One of the hydrogens will shift here and one of the double bonds will go back to this carbon. So now there would be a dynamic equilibrium established. So this would be CH2 double bond C. The hydrogen from here has come down to the electronegative atom, which will be OH, and this will be H. So again, this is my enol structure and this was my keto structure. So this is keto-enol tautomerism. Now let's look at one more structure. I will make a compound like this. Right. So let's talk about the very first condition. Do I have an electronegative atom? Yes, I do have an electronegative atom which is doubly bonded to this carbon, right? What is the second condition that I need to satisfy? The second condition is alpha hydrogens. This is my carbon and this is my alpha carbon. So is this alpha carbon having any alpha hydrogens? No. So this particular compound will not undergo tautomerism. I hope the concept of tautomerism is clear.